The thing I remember most about D270 is it was a sea of people, and yet Garcia, who was my professor, pointed me out and actually sought me out after class to encourage me to continue to pursue global education and the importance of the global core. And the thing that D270 really teaches you is how to understand business in a global environment.
So before I took D270, I wasn't really sure what international business entailed. But during the course of D270, I was able to learn a lot about the developing countries and how you could integrate yourself in those cultures while still maintaining a bit of your home culture abroad.
This was demonstrated in a project where I worked on a cross-cultural team here at Kelley. We were working to research some things about a country and put together a report on it. And I worked with a French student and an Indonesian student. Going through that process, it was neat to see some of the ways that different people communicated.
I did a study abroad in Hong Kong, and so I really went into the culture of Hong Kong not knowing much about it and being open-minded to whatever it had to offer.
I remember one thing that we talked a lot about in D270 was timeliness, and I saw in Peru, I saw in Greece that timeliness is not the same as it is in here and, a lot of other places. So when you say you're starting at 11, no one's really there at 11 in Greece or Peru. It's kind of it's more a loose time frame.
Having gone abroad, having gone through G202 and reading through those cases, having gone through D270 and thinking about how people interact in the international world and how business is done internationally, all three of those things have changed my perspective on international business. Kind of makes me think. When I see world events now, I think of them more analytically, I would say, because of it.
Being able to be in D270 and then the other courses in the Global Foundations Core made me realize a lot of the considerations that, from a business standpoint, businesses have when they try to operate abroad or on an employee level. What are the considerations that they may make if they go to work somewhere else?
I remember one experience when I was in Indonesia. I was just touring around by myself and just seeing what Bali, Indonesia was all about. And I really knew nothing about it, but I was able to pull up real quick on my phone during lunch one day on GlobeSmart, which is a tool that D270 introduced to me. And so I was able to pull it up on my phone really quickly, see what the proper way of greeting someone was, or sitting down at a table, or just talking to them. And I think that was the day before I went to the conference, and so that helped a lot when I was actually at the conference and to try to apply some of it.
D270 helped me understand the wealth of resources that Kelley provides me and that's available beyond Kelley, including GlobeSmart and a lot of the different videos that I could look to prepare myself for some of the international experiences I had studying abroad and doing the Global Immersion Program.
In D270, I gained a framework for understanding the global context that I'm in business, so understanding the political, economic, social, and technological trends that are occurring in the world and that are going to affect my business career in the future.
I think the greatest impact was actually this past semester. I was studying abroad in Barcelona, España, so in Spain, and I found in my last month there, I only had one class a week, so I was really bored. So I found a startup company and actually pitched myself to work for the startup. So I worked for a Spanish startup.
First of all, I don't know if I would have studied abroad if I didn't have D270 and that foundation, but having G202, D270, and all those courses allowed me to have the confidence to be able to approach those situations and to be able to understand what I need to do to prepare and how to navigate different social settings that I might not be comfortable with.
If you have at all an interest in international business, make sure you think about these things and how they can be applied directly to international business, because all of them can.
One of the first goals I'll be working towards when I start work full-time this fall is that I definitely, as soon as possible, would love to get a global experience. And it's cool that the D270, the G202, the D272 classes have kind of transformed my mindset of that looks cool from afar versus that's something I want to do.